And Jennifer's joined us, and we'll be speaking with her in just a couple of seconds here with the Heritage Humane Society.
This Heritage Humane Society's Paws for Paws segment is proudly sponsored by Mermaid Books.
15 minutes after 9 o'clock here at FM 93.5, the Burg and WMBG, AM 740. Did anybody see Channel 13 News last night? Well, they have a school resource officer at Menchville High School who's also a musician. And he goes out in the hallway and plays songs to kind of engage the students and all that. And don't you know, yesterday, or on TV last night, he was playing on his guitar the Pink Panther. So when I heard that, what did I think about? I thought about Heritage Humane Society and Hadley Mason over at Mermaid Books. Jennifer is here with King George, and good morning, Jennifer, and good morning, King George. How are you?
Good morning. Good. We're doing well this morning. He's cuddling up in my arms very nicely. It's nice on this cold day.
Very laid back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, King George, what would you call the breed of...
He's a domestic long hair, but he's a big boy.
Yes. Oh, indeed he is. Riley, as you were getting him out of the carrier, said, "Oh my gosh, you've got a baby lion in here this morning."
Yeah, King
just like
George,
Old Dominion University. Right?
King George is a very appropriate name for him.
Yes.
He's a big boy, but he doesn't realize how big he is. Mm-hmm. He just wants to cuddle and hang out on your lap. So he would be a great pet for somebody that wants lots of snuggles and love. And he's gorgeous. He's a really pretty orange color. Mm-hmm. So definitely check him out. He came to us close to a month ago. He was a stray. So he's been with us, and we're hoping to get a really good home for him. He has a great personality. And he's a big boy, which is kind of cool to see.
Oh, my goodness, it's great to be the king.
Yeah,
King
exactly.
George.
So King George was the perfect name for him.
Okay, and King George is about 4 years old.
About 4 years old, yeah, we're guessing.
As best we can tell, rough guesstimate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, and make sure you tune in later on our website and our Facebook page, and you can see Jennifer cuddling King George, and I guarantee you'll fall in love, and you'll want to adopt King George.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he's a great boy, and definitely check out our website to learn a little more about him. We actually did a Facebook post on him a few days ago, so you can also check out our Facebook page. We took some pictures with the volunteer holding him, and then we also put a little crown on him since he is royalty. So we're hoping we're going to get a good home for him this week.
Okay. Now, speaking of adoptions, we've got something big going on over at Heritage Humane this week, if I'm not mistaken. Am I correct?
Yeah. So this week is Homeless Animals Awareness Week. So we celebrate it every year. It's always the week of Valentine's Day. So it's February 11th through the 17th this week.
So it started yesterday.
Yeah. And it's an initiative that Hampton Roads Shelters started years back. Where we all join forces and we all try to promote as much as possible on social media and on our websites about homeless pets. So there's 14 local Hampton Road shelters that are participating this year. So we are one of them. And to start the week off, we just sent out a coupon. So if you go to our website, you can see the online coupon where it's $20 off all adult pets for the entire week. So that's 9 months and older. So you can print it out, bring it into the shelter. We're open from 12 to 4:30, Tuesday through Sunday. And hopefully we'll get some really great adoptions this week because of it.
You know, we're 2 days away from St. Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
So what better expression of love?
Exactly.
Instead of, the roses are wonderful
chocolates,
and the chocolates and all that, go and adopt a forever friend and give these animals a forever home. And that love will be a gift that will just keep on giving day after day after day.
Yep.
Very, very nice.
Yep, and we got some great cats and dogs. We have some guinea pigs that are at the shelter right now.
Okay.
So we're definitely trying to get some adoptions this week.
Well, that is very good. And you mentioned to me when you first walked in, you have some other good stuff going on over at the shelter as well. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so we do have an event coming up, not this weekend, but next weekend. So February 22nd through the 24th, we're going to be doing our National Petsmart Adoption Weekend. So we normally do that 4 times a year over at the Petsmart off of Monticello Avenue. We're partners with them. They're really great to us. We normally have some cats over there year-round at their adoption center. But for the weekend of the February 22nd through the 24th, we're going to have some adoptable dogs there. We'll have some small critters there. And we'll have a table set up at PetSmart so people can come and learn a little more about the shelter. So we'll be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So definitely come by and you can meet some great animals and also learn a little more about the shelter.
Well, even if you have a house full of pets already, there's something else that we need to mention to you as well. You folks over at Heritage are always looking for wonderful volunteers. And it kind of takes a village to take care of all these animals. And as I've mentioned to you before, I spent a little bit of time over on Duke of Gloucester Street, and I see your volunteers out walking your dogs, and they just seem to be having such a good time. I don't know who gets more out of it, the dog or your volunteer.
Yeah, it's a win-win for both. We
That's
actually, this past week, we actually just started a program with the Williamsburg Police Department where we're doing a ride-along program where once a week they're actually taking one of our dogs out for the entire morning. If you check out our Facebook page and the Williamsburg Police Department Facebook page, you can learn a little more. But last week they took Princess out and they took all sorts of photos of her in the police car. Officer Holiday took her to Colonial Williamsburg, to the police department, so she got to kind of hang out with a lot of the police officers for the morning. So we're always looking for great ways for volunteers to help out and to help socialize and get our animals out and exercised. So that is kind of a cool program that we just started this past week. Which is great. It's great to get these guys out and about in the community.
You know, Officer Holiday is very involved in the community. We've had some public service announcements that she has done for us.
She's fantastic.
Yeah, she does all kinds of stuff. Now, in April, seems like it's a long way away, but today's already February 12th.
I know, it's almost 2 months away.
Right.
Yeah, I guess tomorrow would be 2 months away exactly.
2 months from tomorrow will be the Dog Street Strut. Yeah, and that is always a wonderful event. And they did move it back a little bit this year so that the climate would be more conducive to the pets and the folks.
Yeah, it was a little chilly last year.
A little bit on the cool side.
So we're hoping it's April 13th this year. So it's going to be from 9:30 to 11:30. And if you go to our website, we actually have a page for it, and you can learn a little more. You can register online starting this week. So it's going to be a great event. It's a 2-mile walk, and you get to do it with your dog. You don't have to. You can also register and just come along. But registration includes a T-shirt. You get a bandana for your dog, so that way you can match during the dog walk. And it's a really fun, great event. We're going to have vendors all up and down Duke of Gloucester Street. So it'll be a really fun time. And hopefully the weather will be a little warmer this year since it's in April.
A little more conducive to dog walking. Well, let's, as we wrap things up this morning, don't forget about King George. And as I mentioned to you a few minutes ago, go on our website or the Heritage Humane site or our Facebook page, and you can see the most adorable kitty cat ever, King George, and all of his royal splendor and royalty and all of the above. And
cuddliness.
And that is correct. So, Jennifer, we really appreciate you coming in, and we so look forward to having Heritage Humane here each and every Tuesday morning at 9:15. And until next week, have a great week, and let's adopt a lot of those pets and take care of those wonderful animals over at Heritage Humane Society. It is 24 minutes after 9 o'clock. We've got more great stuff coming up.
Mermaid Books is proud to have sponsored this Pause for Pause segment. Mermaid Books, used and rare books, antiques, vintage postcards, classic fiction, children's books, and of course, books about all creatures great and small. Mermaid Books is located downstairs at 421A Prince George Street in Merchant Square, Williamsburg.